Cliffhanger House was not designed to reconcile itself with its conventional site. It stands on the edge of the Great Dividing Range as a bold decision, reading the cliff not as a boundary, but as an active space that shapes the experience of inhabitation. Here, the architecture seeks not instant comfort, but rather an awareness of human position in the face of an extreme landscape. The steep and fragile site demands a deliberate approach. Adsett architects chose not to distribute the building's mass along the contours, but rather to minimize its contact with the ground. The house is anchored at its most stable point, while the rest of the structure is left floating, seemingly suspending direct contact with the earth. The cantilever gesture becomes the primary language of this house. The off-form concrete mass juts out more than 6 meters, creating a deliberate tension between weight and balance. This structural decision is not simply a technical achievement, but a statement that architecture can simultaneously navigate between a sense of security and risk. The concrete is left exposed, with no attempt to disguise it. The texture of the formwork and structural joints become part of the spatial expression. These materials not only physically support the building, but also create a calm, cool, and honest atmosphere, a backdrop that allows the landscape to take center stage. Full-height glass openings on the east side direct views to the horizon, yet this openness is precisely controlled. Transparency is not intended to showcase the panorama, but rather to frame the outdoor space as a contemplative element, constantly present in the occupants' daily lives. The arrangement of the interior spaces follows a logic of distance and security. Communal areas are positioned at the tip of the cantilever, floating above the abyss, while private spaces are drawn deeper into the embedded mass. This difference in position creates a gradation of experience, from extreme openness to a more intimate sanctuary. Transitions between spaces are not emphasized by massive walls, but by changes in scale, light, and viewing direction. The architecture works subtly, guiding movement without verbal instruction. Each space feels interconnected, yet retains its own level of stillness and focus. Interior materials were chosen to balance the rigidity of the concrete. Veneered wood, travertine stone, and subtle details convey a measured warmth. These elements are not decorative, but rather serve as visual and tactile calm within a structurally tense space. Natural light is treated as an architectural material. Openings are selectively placed to control the intensity and direction of sunlight. Shadows moving across the concrete surface mark the passage of time, making the house not static, but constantly changing with the rhythm of the day. The connection between the interior and the landscape is not realized through physical expansion outward. There are no large terraces or aggressive extensions of space. Instead, the connection is visual and psychological. The occupants remain inside, but their awareness is constantly directed to the open space before them. Below the main mass, a collection area is positioned with a different attitude. This space does not seek to open up to the landscape, but rather withdraws inward. It functions as a storage and appreciation space, where personal objects are curated and cared for in a more private and controlled atmosphere. The presence of this collection area enriches the layers of the house's interior. If the upper space speaks of long views and openness, then this lower space speaks of depth, memory, and concentration. Architecture not only regulates how occupants look outward, but also how they look inward. Cliffhanger House teaches that comfort is not always synonymous with total protection. The tension present actually sharpens the experience of inhabitation. This house demands full presence, inviting its occupants to be constantly aware of their bodies, space, and the natural context around them. Ultimately, Cliffhanger House stands as architecture that does not seek to dominate the landscape. It chooses to exist on the threshold, between earth and air, between stability and uncertainty. It is in this position that the house finds its serenity, offering an honest, controlled, and profound spatial experience.